Alright guys, so we're going to show you a couple different ways to wrap your hands. Some do's and don'ts. When it says this side down, it does not mean that that side should be underneath your wrist. It actually means that as you wrap, put it down over your wrist. Whether you're starting on the thumb or whether you're starting on the index finger, make sure it's going down, because what happens is, as you go down, if you make a fist, it becomes tighter. If it's on your thumb and you make a fist, it becomes tighter. If you go this direction, upside down with it, when you make a fist, it goes slack. So you want to make sure you're always going over the wrist. That being said, here's the first way to wrap your hands. So, I'm going to keep my fingers nice and wide. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 around the knuckles. Make sure it's low enough on the knuckles. I'm going to come down to the wrist, come up here, and I'm going to go to the index finger. Back up to the index finger, back up again, and to the index finger. Now if I show you the other side, you'll notice that all the pieces are going this direction. There's a reason for that. I want my thumb to stay open. So now I've got a triangle here. I'm going to close. I'm going to come back up to the knuckles again, maybe one more time, and now I'm just going to do an X pattern. So down, around the wrist, and up, and down, and up. Actually, I'm running out of material, so I'm just going to stay here on the wrist now. Now, purpose of the wrap is to protect your wrist and to cover the knuckles. It is not padding for the knuckles. I repeat, this is not padding for the knuckles. This is to protect your skin. The padding comes from your glove and from your ability to just pop the bag and get off the bag. And that's what it looks like. My thumb is open. I've got quite a bit of coverage here, and my wrist feels nice and secure. That's one way.
Go.
Okay, version number 2. Instead of using my index finger, I'm going to use my thumb. So, the loop is on my thumb. I'm going to go around the wrist. I'm going to call this rules of 3. So watch this. 1, 2, 3. Come up to the knuckles. 1, 2, 3. Now I have a pretty big hand, so I might run out of material, but most people will be able to do the rules of 3. So now that I got the third one, I'm going to come here to the thumb. 1, 2, 3. Coming back up. 1, 2, 3. Now use the X pattern. Down and up and down, and close the wrist right here. Wrap it around. Now, if you do not keep your fingers nice and wide during the entirety of you wrapping your hand is going to feel like it's being crushed, because the wrap becomes tighter when I make a fist. So if you wrap your hands like this with your fingers relatively close, when you go to hit the bag, your hands are going to start cramping, because now when you do make the fist, it's going to feel way too tight. So always remember, fingers super wide, as wide as you can as you do the wrap. And then later on, it's going to become tighter when you make the fist. And that's how that looks. If you notice now, my thumb is closed in, because I came down to my thumb to make the wrap. So that's the other way you can do it. There you go.